It's 11 trivia questions on Sega game titles missing keywords from the title. This is Trivia with Buds. All right, we've got Sega game titles coming your way. You just fill in the missing words when I say blank. I think all of these are just missing one key word, so here we go. Sega game titles, number 1, Streets of blank. Number 1, Streets of blank. Number 2, Gunstar blank. Number 2, Gunstar blank. Number 3, Blank the Dolphin. Number 3, Blank the Dolphin. Number 4, Altered Blank. Number 4, Sega game titles, Altered Blank. Number 5, Blank of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Number 5, Blank of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Number 6, Blank Chameleon. Number 6, Blank Chameleon. Number 7, Toe Jam and Blank. Number 7, Toe Jam and Blank. Number 8, Fantasy Blank 4. And fantasy is spelled P-H-A-N-T-A-S-Y. P-H-A-N-T-A-S-Y. Fantasy Blank 4. Number 8. Number 9, Shinobi 3, Return of the Blank Master. Number 9, Shinobi 3, Return of the Blank Master. Number 10, Dynamite Blank. Number 10, Dynamite Blank. And the bonus question for Sega game titles, this one's kind of hard, and it has the word hard in it. For 2 points, Contra Hard Blank. So it is the word Contra, hard blank. Number 11 for 2 points, Contra hard blank. Fill in that blank. Those are all your questions for Sega game titles. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. We are back with the answers to Sega game titles. Hopefully this was a nostalgic little walk down memory lane, and you remember playing some of these games back in the late 80s and early 90s. I know I did. Number 1, Streets of blank was Streets of Rage. Number 1, Streets of Rage. I remember Streets of Rage 3 had a pretty cool power-up item weapon thing where you would like call a car, like a cop car would pull out, and a guy would jump out with a bazooka and shoot rockets and kill everyone on the screen. So Streets of Rage, those were like Double Dragon, but a little bit more fun, if you ask me. Streets of Rage, number 1. Number 2, Gunstar blank was Gunstar Heroes. Gunstar Heroes, a great co-op game for shooting around and getting through some tough levels. You could change your guns at different times, kind of like Mega Man, but really fun co-op game, Gunstar Heroes, and I had a version of this for Nintendo DS as well that held up pretty good to the original. Number 3, Echo the Dolphin. That was the name of the Dolphin game. I remember they pushed this one a lot with commercials, and it was all over, like you could play it at Funko Land way back in the day, and like JCPenney used to have like a little station where you could play video games. I remember them having Echo the Dolphin, but I feel like this game couldn't have been that fun, right? Echo the Dolphin? I don't know. Never played it myself. Number 4, Altered Beast, Rise from Your Grave. It was a fun game where you turned into different creatures, like a winged dragon-type creature that shot fire, and a werewolf, and like a powerful bodybuilder guy would be like, you transitioned to these different shapes and eventually became like a beast. And it was a fun one. Number 4. Number 5 was Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Shout out to my first friend ever, Corey Rasmussen in Crestwood, Illinois, who had that game and let me play around ages 4 and 5. Castle of Illusion. Number 6 was Kid Chameleon. Number 6, Kid Chameleon. This was a fun game where you could take on a bunch of different masks and outfits and have different powers, and there were like 200, 300 levels. It was a really long game. Number 6. Number 7, Toe Jam and Earl. Toe Jam and Earl was a weird alien-based, kind of goofy I would almost call it like a Beavis and Butthead type game. Toe Jam and Earl, they also had a sequel, Panic on Funkatron was the sequel, and I think they came out with a newer one for Nintendo Switch that I didn't hear much about recently. Toe Jam and Earl. Number 8, Phantasy Star. That's a big series, similar to maybe like a Final Fantasy, but not as popular. Number 8, Phantasy Star 4, and a few other Phantasy Stars were on Sega. Number 9, Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master. Number 9, Return of the Ninja Master. And number 10, Dynamite Headdy. Headdy. Dynamite Headdy. I think you played a character that could explode at different times or in different ways. Number 10, Dynamite Headdy. And the bonus for 2 points, the Contra game was called Contra Hard Corps, and Corps was spelled C-O-R-P-S, like the Marine Corps. So Contra Hardcore. And there you have it, guys. A bunch of fun Sega game titles. I hope you had fun playing along with today's episode. We have one more question for you called the Question of the Day. The question of the day is about video games, and it is as follows. Perfect Dark Zero debuted on what game system? Tweet me your answer at RyanBuds on Twitter or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was 5,000 Candles in the Wind for the Mouse Rat song for Little Sebastian on Parks and Rec, and your trivia team name of the day is Katie Keurig, like a Keurig machine. So have fun with that team name. Next time you play, use Katie Keurig. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend about the show on YouTube. Thanks for subscribing and leaving iTunes reviews, and we'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with me. Cheers!